What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we have some fun Ultra League battles submitted to the channel by our very own Uncle Instinct 91. Shout out to this battler, thanks for being all of our uncles here on Team Winstinct. But let's see what we got today. Kommo-o, Galarian Stunfisk, and Ampharos. A really kind of fun team here. Some unique Pokemon. Galarian Stunfisk is always like very nice, very meta. But it's cool to see the Kommo-o and the Ampharos. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, getting into the first battle, let's see what you got, Uncle Instinct. We have Kommo-o versus Empoleon. Alright, so what's cool about Kommo-o is going to be that typing. Dragon Fighting means it's going to be resisting the waterfalls here, but it does need to watch out for Drill Peck. Now, Empoleons typically, outside of some kind of specialty cup, are going to be running Hydro Cannon and Drill Peck, which are the exact same energy, so there's no reason to not shield. It's going to be the Drill Peck. And this is what's also cool about Kommo-o is that close combat, which they do get to in time. And this is going to be one-shotting the Empoleon if they decide not to shield, but we do see a shield right there and a counter swap now into Ampharos to try to catch the charge move, but instead they're going to be hit with the Hydro Cannon here, and this is going to do a lot of neutral damage. Hydro Cannon, yeah, not enough to KO, but does get it low. In comes a Surfetched, which is ideal if they can get... Oh, they almost got to that Zap Cannon right there. That could have been deadly if they got to it, but unfortunately Leaf Blade is going to be taking them out, and they did. That is two Pokemon now that Galarian Stunfisk is weak to, Empoleon and Surfetched, so I wouldn't be surprised if the final Pokemon is something that Galarian Stunfisk can counter as they go ahead and go for Dragon Claw, and they do get a final shield, so they're going to go ahead and go for one more Dragon Claw. I don't think this is honestly going to be enough damage. It's still a lot as Surfetched looking to get to another charge move, and they do in time. They're going to go ahead and let it go. Again, a hard read here. Surfetched and Empoleon are extremely low. The final Pokemon must be weak to Galarian Stunfisk because of team building. If it's not, then I don't know what they're doing. It could be a double fighter. But let's see. We got... Nope, Empoleon's coming back in. It is very weak. So they can easily overload on energy right here, and they will decide to give up a shield. And this is what you got to do if you're the Galarian Stunfisk in this situation, is you want to come out of here with a lot of energy, because whatever's in the back is weak, and you need to have that energy in order to take them out quickly. So Rock Slide now coming through. This is going to be resisted, but it should be just enough damage to take out Empoleon, and the final Pokemon is going to be, well, it's going to be a Gengar. So this is going to be beautiful. That poison typing is about to get boomed. Gengar, you came out from retirement, but ultimately to meet your end. You love to see it. Boom! One shot to the Gengar, and that is going to be a good game. Alright, moving into the next battle. Let's see. Oh, they got a few teams right there. We'll have to see how the rest of these battles go, but I do love seeing Kommo-o and Ampharos. It's like 2-0 Butter's favorite dream team right there, or dream duo. We have Kommo-o now versus Scizor here on the lead. So they're going to be resisting those Dragon Tails and Dragon Claws, but the close combat is honestly going to be enough to one-shot. Even though it is neutral damage, Scizor is very glassy, as they're going to go ahead and let this first charge move go through. It is going to be the Night Slash, which is resisted thanks to the fighting typing right there. And now... let's see if they can land this close combat. They're going to go ahead and go for Dragon Claw instead. This is going to be resisted because of that steel typing, but it's still going to do a good amount of damage as they're getting them now below, basically at 30%, 33%. Repeating, of course. My World of Warcraft fans out there. They do no-shield the Night Slash, and they get an attack boost. So they're going to go ahead and now swap into Ampharos to try to farm down, and this is where they got to be very careful. This Scizor is boosted. And they're going to go ahead and actually let it go through. That's so much damage, but they can actually fully farm down now, which is perfect. They have loaded energy. They saved Kommo-o with energy. The next Pokemon coming in is going to be Tyranitar, and it's going to be hit with a Zap Cannon. Lock and load it, baby. Here we go. Boom! Nearly one-shots the Tyranitar. See ya. Send them back to the Stone Age, as now we're going to be seeing Giratina Altered come in as they can go for a brutal swing right here. And what a swing of events indeed, as Zap Cannon nearly one-shot the Tyranitar. They get the Giratina Altered low. They have Kommo-o with Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw, and then they have the Galarian Stunfisk to lock this game down. What a fun battle right there, as they go ahead and get a shield with Dragon Claw. They can safely let this go through and close this game out, but I think they're looking to get one more shield, hopefully, with the next Dragon Claw on their side, but they're not going to get there in time. Yeah, they got to let this go. It's going to be KOing, as it is going to be super effective damage, but Galarian Stunfisk, 2 Earthquakes should be able to take this, as Giratina Altered is just not going to be able to do enough damage. Let's be honest, is Shadow Sneak, unless it has Shadow Force, which it doesn't, it has Shadow Sneak, it's not doing enough damage. We're just going to see back-to-back Earthquakes, and this is what you want to throw, because the opponent is going to hope to no-shield a Rock Slide right here, but Earthquake is going to put enough pressure. It does get a shield, and this is looking to be a good game. An inevitable end here to the Giratina Altered, but how fun was that Tyranitar swap into the Zap Cannon? They were not expecting that. I mean, to be fair, Ampharos has access to Focus Blast, so you should be shielding anyways. Just in hindsight, I know it was a Zap Cannon, but it does have access to Focus Blast, so you gotta respect that. Alright, good game. Moving into the next one. We got a full submission here. This, oh yeah, that was so good. Now, Zap Cannon, I think arguably, I know Zap Cannon's fun. I think arguably Thunder Punch might be better. I could be wrong. I don't really run Ampharos. But the coverage, the spammy coverage that it has. But Zap Cannon can take people by surprise, which obviously floats better in my boat. Because I just love seeing the boom. So we got a Talonflame here on the lead. So Dragon Tail going to be doing a lot of neutral damage. They just have to watch out for that Brave Bird. Because it's going to be, again, it's another one of those, similar with Empoleon, where the basic elements are resisted. So fire, water, grass. And they do stop the Brave Bird right there. As we see a swap out now into Walrein. A close combat coming through. And then unleash the Ampharos. You'll love to see it. It gets shielded, obviously. Oh no, Galarian Stunfisk is going to come in instead. And put in a lot of damage with Rock Slide. Now, this is a situation where when your opponent safe swaps like the Walrein, the Ampharos could come in if it had Thunder Punch and do a lot better in that matchup. But either way, this whole team does very well against Talonflame. They have to watch out for the Earthquake here, as it's almost enough to one-shot, but they can get to another Rock Slide. Oh, they didn't throw it right away. That's a missed time right there, which is unfortunate, as they're going to go ahead and go down. But now Ampharos could come in and load up on energy and just unleash on the backline. That's what they're looking to do. They're going to go ahead and come in and fully farm down. Just commit. Commit to the farm down. No shield. Ampharos says, I can take the Icicle Spear. This is totally fine. They can easily tank that right there. They got a lot of energy now. Talonflame doesn't want to see it. What's going to be in the back? It's going to be a Shadow Swampert, and they're going for the Zap Cannon. This is resisted. But it doesn't matter. That's so much damage as the opponent swaps back into the invisible Talonflame. You love to see this glitch. They're going to go ahead and commit to the full farm down. They got to give up a shield on this potential Brave Bird. But okay, they do shield. Woo! I was like, you got to shield it. They're throwing the Brave Bird. And now they can go for Dragon Claws right here. It's really hard to tell how much energy they do have. But Dragon Claw, at least, they can go for close combat now. Okay. They're going to go ahead and just go for Dragon Claws. I mean, yeah, it should be enough damage. Yeah, that should be alright. Close combat would have KO'd, but ultimately, either way, that's a win right there. The opponent did not have an Earthquake ready to go. So that is a fun game. Good battle. Oh, man. That Zap Cannon did like, what, 60% of Swampert's health? 70%? That was insane. That's resisted. I wonder if it was a Shadow Ampharos, if that would have nearly one-shot. I bet it would. Alright, moving to the next one. We have Komodo on the lead versus Scrafty. Okay, so let's see how they decide to play this out. Scrafty looking really strong against this team, but they decide to swap out, and Ampharos is going to go ahead and come in and lock down that Pidgeot. They can safely go for Brutal Swings right here, as they're going to go ahead and overload on energy. They do need to watch out for the Brave Bird, but they're going to let it go, hoping for a Feather Dance, which it is going to be right there, which is perfect. And now they got to throw a Brutal Swing here in order to get this Pidgeot low enough where they can farm down with Volt Switch. But unfortunately, Pidgeot, I think, might just be able to get to a Brave Bird here, which is going to be you have to shield the Brave Bird, unless you're risking it for the Feather Dance. They're risking it! Oh, it's the Brave Bird! No! Boom! Down it goes! Komodo comes back in, and it's going to be Scrafty coming back into this matchup. Gosh, what do they have in the back? I thought for sure we'd see a different Pokemon come in, but they're going to go ahead. Actually, it might be Giratina Altered. It wouldn't make sense really with Scrafty. I mean, it kind of would with Scrafty, but they'd really lose to any type of Charm or Fairy like Alolan Ninetales. They're going to go ahead and go for power-up punches right here. Foul play, again, is resisted, and they can keep going for Dragon Claws as neutral damage. But now Komodo is going to be forced to shield these power-up punches, which is unfortunate because the damage is going to start ramping up as they now desperately need to get this Scrafty out of the game. It's going to completely destroy... Oh, they decided to let it go! That's a risky call as they now swap into Galarian Stunfisk to farm down a Scrafty with Mudshot as power-up punch. Not too much damage, and the final Pokemon is going to be a Shadow Alolan Muck. So Galarian Stunfisk now in a really good position to put pressure on these shields because they do have access to Earthquake and Rock Slide as well, which is what they decide to go with. Is going to go through. Wow, the opponent calling it right there, but ultimately if you're Galarian Stunfisk here, you keep going for Rock Slides. You keep doing neutral damage. Komodo in the back should be able to put enough fast move pressure, and it has energy as well, where you just want to keep throwing Rock Slides to get shields here from the Alolan Muck, as they're going to be forced to throw another Dark Pulse, but not before they get to the Rock Slide, which is huge. This is now going to be forcing that final shield from the Alolan Muck, and Komodo does have access to Dragon Claw. Well, they just Dragon Tail down. All right, that's fine. Good game. All right, I believe that might have been the final one. Either that or we got one more. No, we got one more. All right, let's see how this final battle goes. I think this was just a single set of battle submissions, which is fine. These games are really fun. So let's see what they face off against here in Game 5, and if they can get a nice... I believe that if they win, it would be a 4-1. So let's see. We've got Komodo versus Jellicent here on the lead. Okay, so they're going to be resisting those Surfs or Bubble Beams, but they do have to watch out for the Shadow Ball. But Dragon Tail looking to put in a lot of work right now as Komodo looking very strong. And that was not 5, was it? Might have been counting wrong. No, okay, it was 5. All right, that's my bad. I was not paying attention there. But they're going to go ahead and safely go for multiple Dragon Claws right here. And this is what's cool about Komodo, is when you're in those neutral matchups, you can just put so much pressure down with Dragon Claw and Dragon Tail. It really starts to add up. Now, do they invest 2 shields? They're going to go ahead and invest 2 shields, as they do get shield baited with the Surf. But double Dragon Claw here should be able to take out the Jellicent and get themselves a shield. Let's see what the opponent decides to do. They're going to go ahead and shield. We see a swap out now into Galarian Stunfisk and a counter swap into Charizard. What is going on? Oh man, I thought for sure we'd see a Surf there, and Charizard coming in. This is tough. Charizard, you don't one-shot Galarian Stunfisk. You get very close, but it's not a one-shot, and you're about to get boomed with a Rock Slide. Oh man, someone close your eyes. If you're a Charizard fan, just close your eyes. Just don't look. Galarian Stunfisk! Showing why it's meta right here. Boom! Oh, it didn't one-shot. Alright. Charizard, I'm sorry I underestimated you. To be fair. Oh, Galarian Stunfisk hangs on. This battle is not... Okay, it's over now. Oh, dear. They're going to go ahead and come in and Dragon Tail down. They have a Dragon Claw ready to go for the Jellicent, which decided to come back in as it's going to be losing CMP tie. And then we're going to find out what that final Pokemon is in the back. It's going to be a Skuntank. So this is going to be a good game. Close combat. Going to be ending it here for us, as these set of battles were really fun. And I think pretty spicy and cool to see Komodo and Ampharos along with Galarian Stunfisk. So that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. They're going to go ahead and soak this charge move on Ampharos, as that Volt Switch did go through. So that is going to seal the deal right there. Good game. Is that a 5-0? I could be wrong. I feel like they lost one. Alright, good game. I think that is the final battle here. Yeah, let's see if it was a 5. It looked like to be a 5. Okay. Alright. Could be wrong there, but let's see. Let me double check. They swiped to the... Let's see. Yeah, I saw the dust there, so that was, yeah, that was a 5-0. Alright, my bad. Oh my gosh, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, I haven't had enough coffee today. If I'm wrong and it was a 4-1, either way, it doesn't matter. You guys will let me know down in the comments if you guys stuck around this long, so thanks for hanging out. But we got Komodo, Galarian Stunfisk, and Ampharos with Zap Cannon from Uncle Instinct himself, 91. So thank you for sharing these battles. Hope you had a wonderful day, everyone, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.